In this video, I'm going to explain a bit about doing the isometrics and how to focus on position, posture, and breathing when it comes to exercises. The use of isometrics is extremely powerful. Typically, it comes from the world of rehab, but obviously you can load it and do these much heavier ones when you get to that higher level. But we're actually going to use position work and breathing because it will help to advance your ability to hold yourself in deeper positions, because it gives you more time to be under control, so your body can reorganize itself a bit and you can prepare and find the positions and shift tension into the correct places. Two really important positions that we're going to talk about today is the wrestler's position and the crawl position. The wrestler's position is because it's very hip dominant, which is extremely important, working on the hip hinge and finding the right hip muscles, okay, and the core as well. And then we've also got the crawl pattern that I'm going to show you. So both very different, one standing, one right on the floor. You can apply this to multiple movements. We can do it with a reverse plank if you want. You could do this same principle from hanging. You could do hang work as well, and think about isometrics and how you hold tension in different positions. This applies to everything, but I'm going to use these two examples for you today. First one, I'm going to do the wrestler's position, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take one foot aligned with the back. I'm going to shift it across. Okay, so now I've got this split position with one foot slightly back. Now what's important here is that from all our breath work that we know of, we're going to keep that alignment, the ribcage and the pelvis, and I'm going to push back into that hip hinge, so you should feel the hips work. So push the hips back so you feel the tension here. You want to go down to a point where you can maintain this without trying to hyperextend the ribs. This should stay in position, and you should feel the loading here. My heels up, and this is my wrestler's position. Now, during this isometric, we want to keep breathing steady through here. We want to push the tension to the hips, hold, and then with time, you might find yourself during the movement get deeper. I sometimes like to call these CISOs, okay, super slow isos, super slow isometrics, because during the movement, once you get stronger in one position, again, you don't have to go super deep to begin with. As long as you can feel it, that's enough for you. If you're one of these people who are down here, or like where I am, that's cool as well. It's going to feel more intense. Now we create total body tension, and I'm going to push like I'm pushing the floor. I'm not moving. I'm just trying to create tension through the feet. I'm pushing in. I'm creating tension. Not 100%, but I'm trying to create a stronger structure. And then the super slow bit comes from micro adjustments during the movement, where I'm trying to sense where my body is in position space. I want to feel the tension back there, but also feel the tension through my toes, correct parts there, legs. I can also add to this position where I start to reach very slowly, and I feel a shift in balance as well. So super slow iso, I'm maintaining the hinge position and the tension in it, but the only solution for your body here is to control the breath and reorganize yourself to keep it in position, always feeding back into the hips, the feet, okay? And you can do that each side. Practice it 20, 30 seconds for each side, and slowly you can develop time, then depth, the tension that you build during it, active tension we're talking about, not talking about just floppy passive work. We're like, oh, I don't feel it. Pull yourself in, create tension, and you'll notice it much faster. And it will start to unlock more mobility as you go along. The second movement for today, I'm going to use a crawl pattern. Okay, crawling is a super important movement, okay, not just from a movement perspective, but for strength and understanding coiling and movement through the trunk, all right? So you're going to take an open side and a closed side, all right? So one knee close to the hand, and the other one, we're going to keep a bigger space through here. Eyes are forward. We want to be in a position where you can keep your head up. So you might have to like compact yourself in a bit. It's usually much shorter than people think. If you go really wide, or sorry, really long, it gets really hard to maintain. So you need to keep it in a much shorter position, okay? So find that short and that long open side, and find that shorter side, okay? Then what we're gonna do, eyes forwards without lifting the knee. So you can do this without having to lift the knees. Just push in the floor, take that breath. The brace is important, because we want to tension the hips again, not like this, okay? Keep a strong position and push into the floor. If you want, you can lift the knees as well and hold. Again, the super slow part is going to be from when you shift position with one foot and one hand into the reverse step and hold here. And you could, if you wanted to, hold here like a plank and shift the leg. And you can try different positions. Same principles apply, spending time to build strength and tension in the positions. We are building athletic positions akin to yoga, but not the same.